Attention all 111 SOG operators, specialists, and CSTs. This is a briefing from the CIA Directorate of Intelligence. The information herein is classified. A member of 111 SOG Bravo element named John Collins, call sign Cujo, disappeared 8 months ago while on assignment in Pakistan. The situation regarding his disappearance has remained unknown. CIA SAD operatives have been attempting to track and ping Cujo's whereabouts for the past 7 months to no avail. All this changed 1 month ago during a raid by Tanoan government forces on a syndicate compound. During the raid, some intelligence was recovered suggesting Cujo was in Tanoa operating on behalf of the syndicate to secure an unknown arms package to turn the tide of the syndicate's long-running war against the Tanoan government. As of 1 month ago, CIA SAD undercover operatives posing as AAN news journalists were able to capture images of John Collins coming and going from a remote syndicate-controlled village with the aid of insurgent forces. Your primary mission is to take John Collins into custody alive in order to acquire intelligence on what he was doing with syndicate forces and what his larger role in Tanoa is. If John Collins is killed during the rendition, then you are to retrieve his body and all relevant intelligence on his person and the objective area. You will extract John Collins back to the airfield where a S.O.G NH-90 is ready to transport him out of Tanoa for immediate debrief at a classified black site. Once again, your primary objective is to forcibly extract John Collins, aka Cujo, from Tanoa. In addition to Mr. Collins, we also have another issue that may be related. The U.S. Embassy attaché to Tanoa, a man named Jack Pearson, call sign Harvard, is a deep cover plant by CIA SAD and has gone missing. This may be unrelated, but Jack Pearson and John Collins have history. They went through CST training together for 111 SOG Bravo element and were known associates. Your secondary mission is to learn if Jack Pearson is working with Cujo, or if he has been compromised by Cujo and is in danger. If he is at the objective site, you are to extract him back to the 111 SOG staging area for debrief. Once again, your secondary objective is to gather intel on Jack Pearson, aka Harvard, and or extract him from the objective area. The Tanoan government doesn't want syndicate forces to receive more help than what has already been obtained from Mr. Collins, so they have granted 111 SOG permission to operate in a limited fashion in southern Tanoa. Officially, this will be a paramilitary operation with approval from the Tanoan government. We are being granted use of a small airport 8 clicks from the objective area. Due to the remote location of the Tanoan Islands, we have only been able to stage certain equipment subject to its availability within the region. The airfield has been ordered closed by the government, so you should be able to operate without disturbing the locals. However, there are concerns about this operation turning into a prolonged fight and thus an issue for the government. So, we will execute the operation at 0 to 100 hours and have only until daylight to complete and be wheels up out of the country. The weather forecast on the night of the operation is showing good visibility up to 2 clicks out with minimal fog and wind. There is a 30% chance of rain. Unfortunately, it is a full moon, which will create less than ideal operating conditions. The objective area is a small village of about 6 to 10 buildings along the coast of a small cove near the town of Lynnhaven. There is dense jungle to the north of the village that may provide safe advancement by SOG forces. To the south, there is an island with a good line of sight on the objective area. On the island, there is an autonomous wind power complex. Generally, the syndicate do not engage with the power infrastructure due to it creating friction within the local population. The power complex is owned by a company called Solar. Satellite surveillance shows a tall tower on the island that could act as a primary overwatch location. However, you will need a boat to reach the island, so one has been included with asset requests to CIA SAD HQ. The local population in Tanoa is notorious for their support of syndicate forces, but while they support the insurgent forces, they are also likely to avoid getting involved in any operation. However, be advised, you are under direct orders to refrain from engaging any civilians in or around the objective area, regardless if they are helping the syndicate forces or not. While syndicate forces on the mainland of Tanoa are typically outfitted well due to the illegal arms smuggling into the country, the forces on the southern island are generally outfitted with lesser quality equipment and assets. You shouldn't run into any sort of armor or air assets in that objective area. The syndicate in the south are poorly trained and may flee the fight if it gets overwhelming. However, this may not be accurate assessment with John Collins active in the area. So no matter what, you will need to proceed with caution and gather as much information before you execute. Now we have processed your equipment request and airdropped some of the gear you will need to execute this raid. With this being a critical operation, we have made sure to pack all gear requested as well as advanced armory supplies. We have provided the extensive S.O.G mobile armory, including transport vans, Zodiacs, as well as EC-135 that was already packed for delivery. This concludes the briefing. Make sure to confer with your assigned team leader for any additional information or questions. Good luck, gentlemen.
Gringo, did you still have that off?
He always forgets it, don't worry. I got some.
I appreciate it, man.
Could be worse. Could be the middle of the friggin' day.
That's true.
Alright, 2 mics, gentlemen. We will do the briefing.
Copy, boss, don't worry. I'll be ready.
Everyone, make sure your weapons safety.
This is my safety.
Roger.
Com check 111, Mark.
Rejoin to Charlie.
Take him out.
Got you both 5x5. Com check Dagger 111.
Got you, Dagger. Go with it one more time, Dagger.
Com check Dagger 111.
I'm not hearing you coming over the radio.
Yep, stand by 1 second.
Radio check, this is Snake.
Gotcha, Snake.
Objects.
Gotcha, Gringo.
Com check 111 Dagger.
Gotcha, Dagger. Here we go.
10-4. Everyone, make sure you're plugged up and distance set.
It's a nice night tonight.
Oh yeah, a few stars in the sky. Alrighty, buddy, let's make sure your safety up. Let's take a knee. Get out your maps. We're gonna go through a briefing here. Alright, one map ready?
Yes, sir. Mark's up. Got it.
Yep.
Alright, gentlemen. I appreciate you taking the late night flight to Tanoa. Tonight's operation is called Frogfoot. Primary objective will be the forcible extraction of one John Collins, aka Cujo, from Tanoa. As read in your previous briefing report, he has been located and spotted here by CIA SAT Intel operatives operating in the region. He is currently working with syndicate forces located here in the southern Isle of Tanoa. We have a small, about 10 to 12 building village in the Baie d'Orange Cove, which is about a click out to the southwest, call sign, or sorry, designation for that objective area is going to be Castle Rock. Cujo's former CIA S.O.G, obviously working in this area as per your briefing. We're going to forcibly extract him alive. Repeat, we want to capture him alive. He's got intel that we're going to need. We're going to bring him back to this airfield being loaned to us by the Tanoan government. We're going to board him on this NH-90 and send him outbound. Now, our secondary objective is to ascertain the location of Jack Pearson, call sign Harvard, possibly on site, possibly working with Cujo, possibly a prisoner. We do not know. They're former colleagues. Pearson went missing around the same time the intel on Cujo's whereabouts was obtained, so about 30 days ago or so. So we're going to try to see if he's over there. If he is, we're going to pull him out either forcibly, or if he's being held against his will, we're going to double check him for injuries, get him stable to move, and bring him back to the airfield. We have a medical station on standby here in the hangar with us, which is where we will put him. He will be tended to by doctors and flown out on a separate flight in the next few hours. So key code words for this mission will be S.O.G staging area will be code word Haven, objective area code word Castle Rock, John Collins is Cujo, and Jack Pearson is Harvard. We may have a few civilians in the area of the objective, which is over there on that in between Back Road and Cove Street. You'll see that marked on your map now. There could be some civilians in that area. We're unsure, but if you run across any civilians, unless they're actively shooting or engaging you, you are to let them go. Tell them to get out of the area. If you need to take them into custody for their own safety, do so. But the rules of engagement are we are not going to fire on them unless they are aggressive towards us. Enemy strength in the area is somewhere, based on our last intel report, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 30 insurgents with probably technicals, some mounted guns, maybe a turret or two. Shouldn't be any heavy armor, shouldn't be any mechanized, shouldn't be any air support on their end. This is just going to be technical small arms that we're dealing with. But again, they own this area. There's a lot of thick jungle to the north and to the west. If you take a look at your map, specifically the roads surrounding the objective area, leaving the town of Lynn Haven, we have the Mountain Pass Road and Orange Road that lead to the objective area. Orange Road is most likely patrolled by hostile forces. In addition, Mountain Pass, unknown actually. We've seen hostile forces patrolling that road, but it's been thin. Oregon Trail is a small trail that cuts through the wood line to the north of the objective area and could be a way for Nightmare to get on station. And then Weston Road obviously wraps around the coast. Latest intel reports are that Weston Road and Orange Road are heavily guarded, not only with roaming patrols and sentries, but possible roadblocks. Let's see here, standby one.
Dagger, you okay with me moving out to get Overwatch?
Yeah, so currently, guys, teams activated for tonight will be Nightmare Primary Assault Team, Sandman for support Overwatch. Sandman, you are clear to disembark. Radio when you're on site and on Overwatch.
Roger, on the move.
Be safe, Sandman.
Roger, appreciate it. You guys do the same.
All right, Nightmare Element. It's going to be 4 of us moving here. We're going to need to make sure we load up vehicles with anything we need. We're going to need to take a minimum of 2 vehicles to ensure enough capacity to bring back ×2 to the airfield, hopefully bringing back Cujo and Harvard. So we're going to probably want to convoy this out of here. We'll take 2 vehicles. Essentially what I'm thinking is we're going to head out, pass through Lynn Haven, hit that northern road, which turns into Mountain Pass. We'll take Mountain Pass all the way over to the far west there, and right before we get to the town of Blerick, there is a left-hand right-hand turn that takes us into a small trail called Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail is super dense in there. We could probably drive it, but it's going to be thick. The visibility is going to be shit all through there. Needless to say, though, we could have hostile forces, patrolling that jungle to the north of the objective area. So we need to go real slow, real careful if we go down Oregon Trail. And if we do so, honestly, I would say our brake line would probably be somewhere. I'll go ahead and draw a couple of brake lines now along Oregon Trail. Marked. I think about there is as close as we're going to get before we really start getting in danger of encroaching on their territory. Once we're there, we'll probably need to get out on foot. Now, Intel does report the presence of some security dogs in and around the area. Obviously, if they were to sense us or alert the enemy to our presence, we're going to end up in a firefight a little sooner than we think. So let's make sure we keep our distance, try to gain as much intel as possible before we push up past the 50-meter mark, which would probably be your orange ellipse there on your map. Any questions so far?
Just to clarify rules of engagement, civilians are not to be engaged unless they actively engage us, correct?
That's correct. It's unknown whether they're helping hostile forces with intelligence and whatnot. We're going to have to just play along with that this time. We're here as guests of the government, so unless they pull a gun or you have them charging at you with a suicide vest on, avoid trying to take them out, even if you see them actively running with insurgent forces.
Didn't like that insert. I'm moving my insert.
Over there north of the AO, you mean? Not a specific spot, Snake. I think we'll get over there and just feel it out. We're going to have to determine a little bit of how thick that jungle is and how drivable it is. Not only is it thick along that path, it is suitable for vehicle traffic, but again, it's pretty narrow. But obviously, we're operating at night with night vision, so it's going to get a little claustrophobic in there. If we feel that we're getting a little too close for comfort, or if we see lights in the woods or whatnot, then we'll stop the vehicle short of the brake line. Any other questions from you guys?
I'm good to go.
Exactly. We're going to play it by ear. The main thing we got to find out once we're boots on the ground is we got to find out, A, if Cujo's even in the area. Last known intel was he was. We also need to figure out the status of Jack Pearson. We could either be dealing with another hostile that needs to be taken forcibly into custody, or we could be dealing with a medical situation, a hostage who's needs triage and medical attention immediately. So based off that, our exfil plan may change. If everything's smooth and we're not running into many issues, we're going to back out a lot the way we came, head back to the vehicles, head up Oregon Trail, back to Mountain Pass, over to Lynn Haven, and back to the staging area, back to Castle Rock. Haven. If a medical emergency comes about, not only with us, but either one of our primary objectives, we are going to possibly make a beeline along Orange Road, whatever is the quickest route back to the 111 SOG staging area. We'll see how it goes in there, but again, all goes well, we're going to double back to the vehicles, go out the way we came. All right. That being said, we're going to go ahead and I think we'll take one of the pickup trucks, and then we'll take the black Tahoe over here. Does anyone need any additional equipment to load in the vehicles? All right. We got a large transport equipment on the way, so sounds good. Stay. go out of here. So once we get back to this location with him, we are to divert to that helo immediately, place him inside, and once we do that, they will automatically outbound him and get him out of the country for debrief. All right, boys. That being said, let's start getting these vehicles prepped. I'm going to pull the truck out. We'll get these in a convoy line. Truck will be Vic 1, Tahoe will be Vic 2.
What's the plan for operation of the vehicles?
We'll go ahead and stack the vehicles, and we'll figure out placement here.
Okay, I'll move the Tahoe. You guys got the Tahoe. Dagger and I will take the truck out.
Yeah, sounds good. You boys watch that. We just dropped a new engine in that thing. She's pretty sparky, so you're gonna have to flirt with that gas pedal kind of easy. Stand by 1 while I pass out here on the map for dark.
Bad start.
I'm showing all you guys green on CTAP quick chat. Alright, stand by 1.
Does this thing have any AC?
No AC. You're gonna have to sweat it. Sandman, this is Nightmare Actual. How copy?
Go for Sandman.
Sandman, what's your current status?
About to start climbing. Be advised I took one to the leg, but I'm okay. This jackwagon's down. Took 4 down on the island. Keeping my eyes open for any more. But they were guarding this place pretty heavily.
Copy that. We'll take that under advisement as we move past along that Mountain Pass Road. We could have heavy patrol presence right now, so we're going to operate careful. Everyone, we're going to be moving slow and quiet. Vic 2, you ready to move?
Vic 2, ready to go?
And 4, Vic 1 moving.
Guys need a Red Bull before we go?
If it were only that easy.
Could have offered me one before I left. Jeez.
Tiger's got the lights going dark.
Vehicle 2 is in.
Copy, Vic 1, Vic 4.
Vehicle to our front.
Pulling over, hold 1. I avoided that first turn because I saw the lights ahead. Didn't want them to see us heading on Mountain Pass, so we're going to go ahead and take this route up.
Good call.
Vic 1 making a left-hand turn.
Vic 2, left hand.
2, this is 1. We're not going to get much faster than about 70 km.
Roger.
Hey, got it.
Nightmare, this is Sandman.
Go from there.
Be advised I am on location. They were kind enough to put this in just the right position.
Nightmare copies. 2, this is 1. We're approaching our left-hand turn here to hit that small Oregon Trail. We're going to move slow and steady through here.
Good call. Oh yeah, it's tightened through here. I hate snakes.
That's 10-4. Pick 2, this is 1. If you need me to slow down or do a pause, just call it out.
Copy, we are on your 6.
We're going to be threading it here. Keep an eye out for any moving lights out there. Halt, got a vehicle to our right. Go dark, go dark. Engine off.
Technical.
That's a copy, everyone just go dark.
We're gonna need to get positions.
I want to get these trucks a little further from that clear line of sight from that road. So now that he's pulling off, let's get these trucks a little bit forward. We may go ahead and dismount. Pick 1, moving slow. Go ahead and get stationed up here.
Yeah, that's a good call. This seems pretty good.
Yeah, 2, this is 1. We're parking here. All dismount.
We're gonna want to turn them around and combat park them.
That's a 10-4. Let's do that now.
Did someone get out of their vehicle? Okay, I see.
Yes, I just...
Alright, snake's out.
What is that?
So on our way out, the SUV will be our lead Vic.
That's good.
Good copy. SUV is set on the road. Alright boys, our objective is roughly bearing 130 at 340 meters. That will hit us on that first road that encompasses that town known as Back Road. So again, bearing 130 to the southeast, and roughly 325 meters, we'll hit Back Road. We're going to move parallel to Oregon Trail on a 130 bearing, moving slow, moving careful. We'll take a pause though if there's any tree line break on our way towards that road. I don't think we'll actually get to the road. Probably hold at least, I don't know, somewhere 50 meters, maybe 100 meters back. But let's proceed forward at 130. Snake, get ready to take us on point. Hold 1 though, I'm getting incoming traffic. Snake, go ahead and decide your stack, if you will.
Roger. My stack?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you on point.
Roger, it's pretty thick, so let's keep it in a column and just try and stay within visual distance of each other. I know it's going to be pretty tight, but try and keep spacing, but just make sure you can see each other.
Copy that. Snake, your point. Monk, your 2. Gringo, your 3. I'll pull up the rear.
Roger, so that's 130 degrees, 300 meters, 320 meters.
Okay.
And take it kind of slow.
Chopper.
Audio, chopper.
Sam is Nightmare Actual.
Go for Simon.
Be advised, we got ears on chopper flying overhead. Possibly civilian.
Ears on, no eyes, current. Gonna keep looking. Yeah, I see it. Damn it, it's flying low, Dagger. But yeah, it looks civilian. No guarantee on that. I'll get a better look when it comes back through. Be advised, I've spotted a couple of potential buildings. I'll mark those in just a moment. I want to keep searching the area for just a minute.
Good copy. Be advised, Nightmare still 5 mics out from back road.
10-4-5 Mike.
Got a little bit of a clearing here, guys. Stick to the shadows.
Sam and his Nightmare.
Go for Simon.
Can you provide any intel if the enemy is wearing or equipped with any nods, any night vision devices?
Yeah, be advised, so far no enemies wearing night vision devices. These guys are pretty amateur hour, I'm not going to lie. Got one guy wearing sunglasses. Be advised, I do have a gentleman in front of one of our houses that may be an area of opportunity here that has a dog with him. We'll mark momentarily. Break. Be advised, I believe I have eyes on Collins. Repeat, I may have eyes on Cujo.
Nightmare copies. Once we get up there, we'll both see if we can get visual confirmation of target.
10-4.
Guys, be advised, we've got a clearing up ahead. Got eyes on windmills. And no eyes on the town yet.
Copy that.
I got ears on a vehicle.
Confirm vehicle.
To our east.
Eyes on Vic. It is mounted with what appears to be 50 cal machine gun.
Let's move over here to the right and stay in the tree line.
Snake Dagger's on rear security.
Roger, Dagger. I've got eyes on a dog probably 150 to 200 meters in front of me, 12 o'clock. Alright, Dagger, I've got eyes on these buildings.
Copy, I'm moving up.
Sprung.
Sure, with you.
I also have eyes on a patrol moving right to left, about 200 meters.
Copy your patrol, I'm moving up to see what you're seeing. Let's all hold station up here for a moment.
I've got eyes on a boat. Could be a potential. Well, no, never mind.
Alright, I'm on your side here.
Have eyes on roving patrol with a dog.
Dagger, I think we're going to need to move forward a little bit to get a little bit better view.
Copy. Gringo, Monk, we're moving forward. Slow and steady, boys. Dagger's taking position 6.
I'll be watching the rear.
Copy, Gringo. Move it on your right.
Roger. Got eyes on one bad guy with AK. He's on the backside of this building.
Copy, I'm cutting a little grass here.
Got eyes on you guys.
Sam, this is Nightmare. What's your count on dogs in the area?
Current count 2, repeat 2.
Distance to possible Cujo target?
From me or from you guys?
Dogs to Cujo.
One was patrolling around. The other one, if you look on the map, you'll see a question mark along with a mark with plus dog added. Current patrol is right down the road. They appear to be headed towards the bungalow you guys are looking at with your shooter on the back end.
10-4. Yes, we have count 1 hostile in this building here closest to us, bearing 113 at 091 range.
Count 2 if you have one on the back end. There's another one on the opposite side from you guys, but I can get range on him and fire at any time if you need to.
Copy that.
Break. I've got enemy contact moving towards us. 2 individuals to our left. 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Correction 3, that's 2 individuals with a dog.
Shit, Nightmare, go quiet, go quiet. Pull back, pull back.
Be advised, they have turned. They're not coming direct at you now.
Nightmare, hold.
Looking for your location. I've lost eyes on you guys. I may see you. But gotcha. Yeah, no, they're currently heading direct at you guys.
Fuck. Nightmare, pull back, pull back. Pull 184. Correction, 215. Sam is Nightmare actual. How many dogs is with that group?
1 dog.
Copy.
Count 1.
We could probably take them out quietly if we have to.
10-4. I got, sounds like a vehicle off to my right-hand side that would be down on probably Cove Street. They may be wrapping around to head north following that patrol out of here. Snake, what you think on that patrol up there? Do you think we should... Oh shit, they're coming towards us. Nightmare, set up for shooting positions on this group coming towards us from 002. Set up now. We're going to have count 2 hostiles, 1 dog. Count 2 foot patrol.
I've got eyes. I got the guy with the light.
Rear
Gringo, do you have
guys,
eyes on the dog?
eyes on the dog.
Dagger's got the dog. Someone
I
get
got
on
eyes
there.
on the dog.
He's 0, 0,
Okay,
0.
I also got
stay
eyes
on the
the
dog,
path
Gringo.
rear.
Stay on the dog.
I got the white guy. Someone get the back guy.
I got the back guy. Dagger has control. In 3, 2, 1, fire.
Down.
Got
Okay.
confirmation on front guy down.
Copy. Showing all down. Dog is moaning. Let's give it a minute to bleed out.
Sandman, this is Snake. Did that disturb anybody in the town?
I'm looking for any potential residuals. So far, so good. The only one I would have been worried about is that house closest to you guys. Back end guy on my side appears to be 5x5. Nothing to worry about.
10-4. Good shooting, boys. Good shooting. Let's get back on observation.
Good shooting.
Correction on my initial number. Be advised I have a second shooter, no weapon, standing beside a 4x4 quad bike.
Copy that, Sandman. Snake, keep observation with Gringo and Monk. I'm going to pull back 15 meters so I can check the map here and start building the plan for gridding off this town.
I might need to help you check the map.
Copy that. Gringo, Monk, take up observation at that primary building to the 104 roughly, right over the ridgeline. Alright,
let's take a look at that map.
Grab the shooter and unoccupied technical this time too.
Copy that. I want our primary push to be Cujo's building. However, we're going to have to push back past this building on back road. Best scenario is going to be, once we go green light, is to have Sandman start thinning the herd for maybe 30 seconds. Let him get a little work done, clock in early. Once he thins the herd a little bit, we'll push off this ridge line, hit that single structure there on back road, and then push direct down to Cujo's possible building. Obviously, we'll have to confirm he's actually there. What's your thoughts on that?
Myself and Gringo will stay on station here. We're going to continue to update intelligence as we see it. I will try to get eyes on the Cujo building.
Copy that. Monk, Gringo, be advised with dogs in the area. Let's keep distance for the moment, even if it means we don't have the best visual on that particular building. Let's make sure we stay up on this ridgeline just so we can get ourselves set here.
Copy, I know. We have a moving tactical right moving tactical right in the middle of the area.
Time 3 occupant.
Confirm. Light machine gun on the back.
Copy. Yeah, Snake, stand by 1. I'm going to develop a path here, get you to check it, then we'll confer with Sandman. Alright, Snake, what I'm thinking is once we greenlight Sandman, he'll start thinning the herd along Cove Street, lower some of that resistance or any shots of opportunity. Once he starts doing that, give about 20-30 seconds for him to make some headway there. We'll then begin push down. We'll go direct to that first building there on back road, do a sweep and clear of that, see if we have any of our either Mr. Cujo or Mr. Harvard in that building. If not, we'll then proceed direct to the building that we have a possible Cujo sighting. If we do have a primary or secondary in this first building along back road, though, we'll do attack piles there, secure him, do a medical check, and then get a game plan together on how we get him out of that building. Sandman, assuming you track that, what's your thoughts on being able to make work there along Cove Street? Probably somewhere in between your plus dog building and Cujo's possible building.
I've got nothing there currently, but I can make work anywhere.
10-4. Because when we push off this ridgeline, we're going to be going downgrade the entire time, so we're going to be exposed.
Yeah, that's affirmative. Anything looking your way will die. Anything that could be a threat will go down. Be advised, that bungalow, if you check your map, the bungalow closest to you, there is count two. There is one unarmed bad guy right by quad bike. Do you want me to take him out first to keep them from running when you guys are prepped on that rear shooter?
Yeah, I think that'd be probably the way to go there, Sam. Stand by one. I'm going to confer with Snake and make sure we're all set up here with the game plan.
Hey, firm, just let me know when I'm prepped.
I had a visual on one single flashlight along Oregon Trail, about 300 meters from the bungalow we're currently paused at.
10-4. Snake, what's your thoughts?
Looks like a pretty good plan. Move in, take out those guys on the first building there, and then proceed to Cujo, and then back out again. Should be pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, we can go building to building at that point because obviously the buildings are going to provide some sort of security for us. We'll be able to siege up inside if we need to. Prevents us from running across all of God's creation just to get from one place to the other. So again, we'll hit that back road building, proceed to Cujo, possible Cujo building, and then leapfrog from there and out until we can ascertain Cujo and Pearson's location and deal with that. You concur?
I concur.
Sam has Nightmare Actual. You concur on that?
I concur.
Copy that.
Tactical's back in the area.
Copy. All teams, be advised. We are going to be green lighting here in a moment. Once we do, this will be the plan. Sandman will go green light first. Start clearing hostiles in and around the bungalow on back road, possible Cujo building, the dog and its security there in the front of our building with a question mark. Essentially anywhere around our area. If you could focus on that primary area, Sandman, instead of shooting down to the south or where Cove Street connects with Weston Road, we just need your bullets grabbing attention, so to speak, and around where we're pushing down. Once Sandman gets attention for about 20-30 seconds and does what he does, Nightmare will push down to the primary, that first building there on the back road, currently labeling that with a blue point of interest mark. We will hit that first, site clear it, then push to the Cujo building. Snake, you're going to be my point man on this. Monk, you're going to be the second. Gringo, your third. Dago, pull up to fourth. All remember, we could have possible hostages and a possible HVT in that building. You need to make sure you know what you're throwing. So go ahead and set M84s, get those on the ready. Once we're set with that, once everyone feels good, go ahead and comm check into me that you're ready. Dagger will then attain control. I'll do a 3-2-1 count, and green light Weaver to start putting lead down range.
Dagger advised, once I've cleared all targets in those two areas, am I clear weapons hot on exterior people that would be a danger to you guys?
That's a confirmed, Sandman. Once you're green lit, for the rest of this op. Just keep us protected as best you can.
That's a solid copy.
I'm gonna take this first guy out with my pistol.
Reaper's on target.
Copy that. Waiting for all to come check in with readies.
Snake's ready.
Reaper's ready.
Monk is ready to rock and roll.
10-4. Sandman, be advised, you will have friendlies in the area. All stand by. Dagger has control. 3, 2, 1. Sandman, execute. All hold 20 seconds.
1-2 clear, bungalow.
Audio on chopper.
One guy in front is spooked.
Roger.
Nightmare, you're green lit. Nightmare is green lit. You can proceed forward. Your weapons clear. Snake is 1, Monk 2, Gringo 3, Dagger 4.
Monk has a good shot. He's down.
He's down.
2 moving up.
Nightmare, you're clear on lasers. Keep on blue to a minimum.
Someone takes out that light.
Good shot. Slide up.
Same as Nightmare actual. Nightmare is moving down to that first building now.
10-4, be advised, one shooter inside with Cujo down. Cujo is up, currently ducking but alive. Exterior clear for Cujo's building.
10-4, what's your standby one?
This interior on this side is clear. You can see to the windows.
Copy that.
Proceed to the other side. Door's locked.
Roger. Let's see if we can.
Let's move around this side.
Alright, let me see if I can check that lock real quick. Negative.
We're gonna move around this side. Dagger.
Copy, pulling off. I'm gonna let you guys take 1, 2, and 3. I'll hold rear. Sweeping around you again.
Cutting the pie.
Technical still back in the area.
It's coming back up the road.
Close road.
Get down. It's about to pass us. Get down.
Let's be ready to put that thing to sleep. Gunner down. Vehicle secure, vehicle secure.
Large rounds fired, sit rep.
Standby 1. Nightmare, everyone okay?
Buck 5x5.
They're hostile there. Okay.
Copy. Copy, hit you. Gringo, pull back, I'll do medical on you. Pull back to me. Snake, what's your current composite?
I'm green by green.
Copy, what's your current location?
I'm in front of Monk, watching front of the building.
10-4, let's hold 1, hold 1. Same as Nightmare actual, is Cujo still hold still?
Stand by.
Alright, Gringo, you're gonna be okay. Stand by. Got a heart rate of 83. Blood pressure 118/79. Yeah, you're gonna be alright. Hold steady.
I got no eyes on Cujo through the window. I don't see him moving exterior currently.
Copy.
I'm gonna push up just to get an eye.
Copy. Take Monk with you.
Looking around for him.
6 as always.
Monk on me. I got 2 dead bodies up here. And ATV.
About 60% complete. Gringo, stand by 1.
Eyes on our target building.
Snake, Gringo, and Dagger are about 30 seconds from moving.
That was me. Took out a light.
Still negative eyes on Cujo. Wait. Eyes on Cujo. He's still down. He's still laying down. But he's there.
Sam as Nightmare Actual, do you have any possible location on Harvard?
I've got 2 potential buildings labeled with question
Break.
marks.
I've got eyes on a shooter inside Cujo's building. He is looking out the window right at us, but I've got a clear shot.
Does he have a gun?
Roger.
Gringo, you're good to move. Let's stack up on Snake now. Snake, be advised. Gringo, Dagger, moving to your pause.
He's got an AK.
Roger,
He's not Cujo.
Oh shit, we're taking fire.
He's down.
We have hostiles bearing 348, 348.
coming up on our 6, coming up on our 6.
I got your 6, guys.
Oh yeah, we got a QRF coming in on the rear. Coming on the rear.
He's down.
From the rear on the hill.
I got your 6, guys.
Oh yeah, we got a QRF coming in on the rear. Coming on the rear.
Visual on 3 dead. Looking for more.
Oh shit, from your right. Close.
Close.
2 down. Sit rep.
Green.
Dagger good.
Third one down. He was further in the back. Whoa, not down. Stand by. Yep, he's down.
Reaver, do you have eyes on Cujo?
Negative eyes. I had eyes on his head for a moment, but I don't have eyes now.
I got one more up in the hill. Back tree.
Copy, Gringo. You're on a Snake. Monk, you're
got him.
prioritizing
He's
the
down.
Cujo building now.
Monk on
You
me,
got
let's
more.
move.
Moving in on you from the same location, guys.
Copy, Dagger and Gringo holding security towards that rear, bearing 329. Fuck, they got a sniper. They're accurate.
Monk, let's
No eyes on
let's
your
move and get him.
On you, Snake.
Prep your flashes.
Snake, this is Dagger.
Go.
If you take him into custody, keep his ass inside that building. It is hot out here.
Got a guy. I'm lasing him.
Gringo, continue to hold security. My vision's done. I need to get stabilized here.
No visual on that.
Your shooter's down.
Alright guys, talk to me.
Got
What's that
another
heavy
one. I
fire?
got no eyes.
Someone's shooting at us from the back here.
He's down. Got another one. No eyes.
Shooter north. No eyes.
Visual taking him down. There's 2. There's none.
Rifleman, 100 meters left.
Gringo, watch
There's
our
one
rear.
more that I don't see.
Monk, 5 Snake, you good?
Gringo, can I get
I'm
us?
bleeding in the
I'm
chest, but I'll be good if
Yep.
Gringo, Monk, if you can come patch me up.
Cujo's still
Roger,
in the
Monk on
building,
medical.
boys. You're 5x5. He's still in the building.
Roger.
Dagger's on security, Gringo. Snake, where's your current pause? Are you exterior or interior building?
Exterior. We're about to move in. Monk's doing some medical on me.
Copy, Sandman is Nightmare Actual. What does it look like to the north of the bungalow building on back road? Or sorry, the northwest side.
Roger. Let's Monk. Once you're done, we need to move to this building.
Looks clear, but I've got a lot of tree coverage.
Watch 181.
There he is. Yep.
Monk, let's move. Let's let them handle it. Let's
He
move.
just came out of tree.
I didn't get the chance to vent.
All good. You know what? Let's regroup with Snake. We'll get a security position down there with him.
Flash out in 3, 2, 1.
Keep an eye on this damn hilltop here. Oh yep, shooter 20354.
I'm flashed.
Me too.
Got them both down.
Good shooting. We're moving. All teams be advised, we are pilgrims on an unholy land here. We got major QRFs coming in from the northwest.
Break. I have primary target and hostage. Primary target is hostage.
QRF inbound 359, 358.
I got 3 down.
Hey, Monk, bring him back inside the building.
Yeah, let's hold inside the building here. We still got that QRF coming in 333. Which is the direction of our buildings here, so this could get interesting.
Dagger, I'm looking for your shooters. I got no eyes.
Copy, Monk. What's the medical status of Mr. Cujo here?
Checking Waiting time now.
You didn't think we'd find you, did you, Cujo?
John Collins, copy is 5 by 5, no injuries noted.
10-4, make sure you search
Checking,
this person.
yeah, Roger, checking his inventory, time now.
Gringo, you holding security on, is that the eastern edge of the building?
The northeast side. I did just get a shot from the northeast side, a singular shot, but he stopped shooting.
Copy that. Dagger holding west. Reaver, you got eyes on north?
Intel.
I got eyes on north.
Good copy. Monk, when you can switch out from my position, switch out with me. I need to come in the building and get a SO.
Target John Collins is disarmed. He has no weapons that took away his radio. He has no gear on.
Fuck,
He has no
everyone get down.
I got hit in the head. I got hit in the head.
Copy, stay down, stay down, stay down.
We need to work on our way out. We need to start. We need to work on our way out.
Copy, hold one.
I'm gonna
We still have a
bandage my
shooter,
head.
206. Get inside the building if you need to. Reaver, I just popped a smoke, I think in the direction that we got the shots.
Looking for your shooter.
Yep.
Got him. Stand by. He's down.
He's down. Shit. Alright, be advised, Gringo Daggers are going to need medical attention here shortly. We still got count 1 in tow. Possible QRF between us and our vehicles, so we're probably going to need to take one of these vehicles. Reaver, what's the last check on that intel on Pearson's location? Do we have any?
2 question mark buildings, Dagger. 2 question mark
Hey, if y'all
buildings.
need
1,
medical,
2
y'all
down
come
from
inside
your
this building.
current location, 1 across the street.
Copy. Monk, switch out with Gringo. Gringo, get patched up by Snake inside.
Correction, 3 down
move
from your
outside.
building. It will be to your southeast. Correction, southwest. It's lit up. That I'm gonna be honest. I had a guard inside. He is down, but it appears there might be somebody else in there.
No.
Doesn't appear armed.
Good copy, Sam, man.
Van exterior.
Has
Alright, you're
that
good to go.
laptop
Can you stitch me
inside,
up?
no intel available.
Reaver, I'm making our target building remarking priority. Copy.
10-4.
Copy that. Snake, you let me know when Gringo's 5x5. I'm going to switch out with Gringo. I'll get patched up, and then we're going to be proceeding with our secondary objective and exfil plan.
Roger, Wilco. We're almost done here.
Good copy.
Hostiles due north, close.
I legit can't stitch you up. I have a stitching kit, but I can't stitch you up for some reason.
No eyes on your north hostile.
Don't worry about it, Gringo.
Stabilize
One
as
down,
best as
one
you
down.
can.
He's next to the road.
You want to swap out with Dagger? Dagger, Gringo's 5x5.
Copy. Guys, what's the bearing of those hostiles? Alright, I'm in.
The one hostile was due
So
north. I took him out. I don't see the other one. I do see lights to the north. I say again, lights to the north.
Copy, lights to the north. Snake, do you need medical attention?
I need stitching.
10.
You're good to go.
10-4, switch out. I'm on you. Stand by 1.
You got 1 moving in. I've lost him in the trees. He is coming from your north.
Copy, watching north.
Snake, you're good.
We need to get off this objective.
We do. We need to push. I need at least 2 to push to the building marked priority to our south. Repeat, direct south, 3 buildings over. Cujo can be taken out by the other 2. So I'll take. I'm going to take. Me and Gringo are going to take. Actually, cancel that. Me and Monk are going to take Cujo out of here. I want you and Gringo to investigate that building marked priority. Copy.
Roger.
Good copy.
Reaver, be advised, Monk and Dagger are going to be pulling Cujo out. What's our nearest vehicle in and around the area?
You have a van directly outside
Stand
and
us
to your
down,
left.
Roger, we have a van and a Jeep right here.
Copy that. Monk. Copy. Monk, you're going to be with me. We're in control of Cujo. I'm going to mark a staging area for Cujo here momentarily. Stand by with Dagger just to confirm which building did you want us to check out on the map. One currently marked red priority. Sorry, we have two of those, deleting the one we're in. The building to the south of the Cujo building, marked priority. Marked priority.
Okay, use singular.
That's a 10-4.
Be advised, guys, you have what looks to be a civilian interior of that building. He'll be left at the door.
Moving on you.
Back. Can't tell if he's got a gun though, so be careful. Flash it if you need to.
Snake, this is Dagger. Be advised, when you're done clearing that exclamation point, I want you to at least check the question mark building before leaving the area. Copy.
Roger.
All teams, bringing out Cujo as we speak. Monk, I'm on you. I need you to take us to the vehicle.
Follow me, it's right here. That's just the van, more room.
Copy, let's do it. Primary's out in the open. Primary.
Van looks clear.
Shit.
Get it back, get it back. Back.
We're getting eaten up here.
No eyes, no eyes. Lots of tree coverage.
I got eyes. I'm taking out contact.
Gringo, where you at?
I need a medical check on Cujo immediately. I'm on it now, but I may need medical attention as well.
Alright, you ready, Gringo?
Roger, let me know. I'm calling security right now.
Copy, Monk. I need medical attention. Go on me. Monk, be advised, Cujo is somehow okay.
Lucky bastard.
The vehicle he was in just got turned into Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that was a technical in the tree line.
Copy. Good engagement.
Directly where you're looking. Correct where we're looking. You got some cool scars on this one.
That's 10-4.
Prep flash.
Remember, guys, civilians, don't take them out.
I've got two civilians in this building.
Break. I hear a vehicle to the rear. Reaver, do you got a vehicle moving behind us?
Flash in 3, 2,
Negative
1.
eyes on a Vic moving behind you.
Okay, copy.
Looking around.
Appreciate it, bud. Alright, Monk, we're on the move. We're taking this van out now. We're gonna head up, Oregon Trail.
Got one bad guy in custody.
I'm in.
Monkey in. How the fuck you survived that? I don't know.
I don't know. Sam, man, this is Nightmare. Be advised, Nightmare Actual. We're heading now Oregon Trail Road with the van. We're gonna get Cujo to a safe place.
Stay firm. Oregon Trail.
You shut up and stay still. Maybe we can work something out. I didn't do anything.
Alright, be advised, we've got 3 hostages now, 2 civilian, 1 military, all unarmed.
Stay firm. Anything else in that building?
Sandman, be advised, we are diverting, not going Oregon Trail. It's where QRFs were coming from. We're going to be heading out Orange Road. What's our situation look like on Orange Road?
Stand by.
No, nothing else in this building. It looks to be maybe some containers.
Orange Road appears to be clear.
Hey.
Appears clear. Did you guys check the back room and everything? Everything's been checked?
There's a lot of ordnance in here. Recommend demoing it.
Too many civilians in the area. Advised, did you guys go into the other side of the room? There's another door right down from where you guys currently are. Exterior of the
Negative,
building.
we'll move now.
Snake, this is Dagger. We're actually going to come to you. Pick your hostages up in this van. Get ready to move. When we'll load them. I want you and Gringo to head to that building with the question mark and search it before we exit Alpha Oscar.
What was that, Gringo?
That was not me.
It looks like somebody put a flare out.
Roger, let's open and flash.
I got visual on one prisoner in there. Hands behind his back.
We're coming back
3,
where we
2,
were.
1.
Watch your shots in there, boys.
Flash out.
Monk, let's hold security here.
Copy, get out.
Dagger's watching to the north.
I've got the
That's out.
Harvard in custody. I say again, I've got Harvard in custody.
Affirmative. Harvard's in custody. One of you guys actually leave him in that building if he's safe. Check that other building. Dagger wanted you to check. It's right down the road from where you currently are. It's the question mark. Across the street beside the blue house.
Roger.
Looks like a brick building.
Got eyes on. You ready to move?
Hold one. Did we do a medical and inventory check on Pearson? What's his status?
We have not done a check on him yet.
Go ahead and check him just in case.
We're already at the other
Still
building.
in the area. 10-4. Continue to move.
As soon as you guys get back to him, check his medical.
Gringo prep flash.
Flash is prepped.
Opening in 3, 2, 1.
Watch out.
Room is clear, just a couple dead bodies.
Dead bodies?
Yeah, looks like maybe a torture room. I see a chair, some medical supplies, a battery. Oh man, they really tortured. They messed up this guy before they ended him. Got a body bag too.
It's a friendly bunch around here.
Yeah, get back to Harvard. Let's do a medical check. If he's been tortured, we need to know.
Copy, Monk over.
Yeah, he's good to go. He's got no injuries.
Hey, firm. Dagger, if you want to move down the road and pick him up, I would suggest
10-4, Dagger on the move.
doing it.
We're coming down the van now.
Hey, firm. I
What
would
about
not
these
suggest.
civilian captives?
You know what? Hopefully they have good insurance. Leave them.
Dagger, is that your vehicle moving up?
Yeah, that's an A firm. Let me just reposition here.
Dagger, I would not suggest moving the way you just were
You're
moving.
clear.
You're good to move out the way you currently are. Would not suggest moving out the opposite end of Cove Street. There appears to be a vehicle.
Fire, shot fire, shot fire.
Get on it, get on it.
I got no eyes. I just saw the damn.
Shoot her down,
Shit,
shoot her down.
they killed him when we tried to load him.
Sure did. They had this entire road covered hard. Alright.
Miss Muck, I'm hit doing evaluation right now.
How's Cujo?
Cujo's okay. I'm checking Pearson now.
Yeah, check Pearson.
Full
See if we can do CPR.
Snake's really messed up.
Copy. Gringo, you're on security. Snake, Monk do medical on each other.
I'm hit hard. I'm gonna really need something.
All be advised, Pearson is
Correct.
KIA. We are placing him in body bag for transport out.
Fuck.
Guys, I don't know how long I'm gonna last.
All stay sharp. Monk,
Moving
you on
away.
him?
Moving.
I got you. I got this road covered.
Hey, firm, Dagger.
Snake, where are you?
Yep, you're on me.
Gringo's got you off full security.
Monk, get him medically stable to move. He does not need to be ready to do the full song and dance. Get him medically stable to move. We're loading in this van. We'll do medical on our way out. Reaver,
Roger,
what's our
Gringo is
exfil on
on
Orange
medical.
Road? What's that Orange Road look like?
We swap. Gringo's on medical.
Copy.
Dagger, Orange Road appears clear. I got a lot of tree coverage in some areas, but it does appear clear.
10-4, Reaver.
Dagger's doing a quick vehicle check, make sure we're ready to move.
Wait. Nope, it's civilian vehicle moving on the road. It's 5x5, no
Copy
problem.
that. All teams, this is Warden. Because of the QRF presence in the to the west, repeat, because of the QRF presence to the west, we are going to abandon S.O.G vehicles there on Oregon Trail Road. We'll send our own QRF to retrieve them at a later date. The risk is too high, especially with primary objective intel.
Roger, what's our new exfil plan?
We are going to load up in this van. As a matter of fact, we might grab another vehicle. We'll convoy it out. Snake, you'll be with me in the Vic 1, and Gringo Monk will be
I
in
need
Vic
pain.
2. We'll convoy it out
here,
along
I'll just
Orange
shut off
Road.
anything.
Repeat, we'll head north along Orange Road and through Lynn Haven back to base.
You're all good. Check your BPM.
Dagger, as soon as you guys are on the move, I'll pull chocks here and start moving myself.
Good copy,
Snake's
Sam.
5x5.
10-4. Can the rest of medical be done, Mobley?
Yes.
Let's rock and roll. We got another van there. There's a Jeep up the way back at Cujo's building. We're going to want to do 2 vehicles out of here in case one goes down. Monk,
I'm
Gringo.
unlocking this van.
Copy. Monk, Gringo, you're going to be Vic 2. Snake, Dagger will be Vic 1. Copy.
Roger.
Good copy, me,
Gringo,
Gringo.
this is Nightmare
Victor.
Actual. We are 20 seconds from being mobile. Stand by 1.
Hey, firm. Reaver's mobile.
Snake, you good, man?
Yep, I'm unlocking in 5 seconds. It'll be done. 5, 4. Vehicle unlocked. Dagger, I'm on you.
Monk's in vehicle 2.
Copy that.
It was on board.
Alright, Snake, let's get loaded up. We're out of here. Reaver, be advised, Nightmare Element is exiting Alpha Oscar. We're on currently on Cove Street, going to be heading northbound Cove Street, then onto Orange Road. Copy.
Snake's in.
Affirmative, northbound Cove Street, then Orange Road.
Copy. Vic 1 moving.
Vehicle 2 moving.
Gentlemen, we come across any small arms fire, we are going to do a speed up to try to get out of it. So stay at speed.
Vehicle 2 copy.
Alright, we're picking up speed on Orange Road.
Let's push through these guys.
Sam as Nightmare Actual, we're bypassing your insert location, heading through Lynn Haven into base. We'll hold steady for you. We'll sell you there. Be careful.
Affirmative. I'm Oscar Mike back to Lynn Haven now. Prepping to put boat into vehicle in just a moment.
10-4 Snake, can you navigate?
Roger, standby.
I think I know where I'm going,
Alright,
but
you're gonna take a right here. Stay on this main road. It's gonna curve to the left.
copy that. The vehicle coming, boys. Exercise caution.
Now you should be able to go straight all the way through.
Stand forward, going straight all the way through. Take one, I got airfield in sight.
Reaver's got the boat loaded. I'm
Copy that, Sam. Sam, and be advised, Nightmare has returned to Haven. Be advised, return to Haven. Safe home.
affirmative.
Oh my gosh.
Snake, can I have,
Home sweet home.
Snake, can I have you unload the body bag from cargo? I'll pull out Cujo.
Okay.
Roger.
hold Cujo here for a minute. We're 100%. We did an inventory check on Cujo and his medical's 5x5, correct?
That's a good copy.
It's 5x5.
Got it. We'll stand by Sandman, and then we'll load Cujo for exfil.
Affirmative.
Oh my gosh, it got pretty hairy there for a while, you guys.
Sure did. Everyone stay ready in case Sandman gets hit with any shit and we need to mobilize to head to him.
Roger. Hey, so that damn technical is what took out Harbor?
That's 10-4.
Down the road?
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of paperwork. I guess we won't know the full extent of Harvard's involvement or non-involvement in what Cujo was doing, but we're going to shake it out of this guy.
And what's your story, bud? What's your problem?
Not talking, I guess.
So you're not talking? Hey, Derek, you knew this guy before this, right?
Oh yeah, he's one of us. Or
We
was
trained
us.
his sorry ass.
All right, boys, we're going to load him into the NH-90. Let's go ahead and escort over. We'll load him in and let them get on their way. This is that moment where a sniper in the hills could make life bad, so let's be careful. All right. The gentleman is loaded. Let's let these guys get out of here. Make sure they get out of this airspace, okay?
Okay. We're going to head in the hangar here momentarily, gentlemen. Take a knee so that we can get outbound. Or start our debrief while these guys get outbound. Make sure your weapon's safe. Take a knee. Alright. Who's got make smoke?
I got a couple. I'll pass them out. Let me get the hell out of this damn. Let me get out of this damn ghillie suit.
Talon's lifted. He's heading out bearing 107. Good luck.
Oh man, it feels good to get that body armor off.
Yeah, he should radio in if they get out. Let's go ahead and strip the gear, boys, and let's do the debrief here.
Put my shit over here in my locker.
Alright, gentlemen, be advised. Air Wing has left to known airspace. Cujo's on his way to the pound.
Wow, gringo.
Hey, that's nice and cool.
Jesus Christ.
To know is known to be kind of hot. Alright, boys, let's take a knee. Let's go through this.
Go ahead and get started. First things first, nice job by everyone out there. Communication rock solid, movement rock solid. Go ahead and start with our intel. Most of the intelligence that we had seemed to suggest that there would be some sort of sentry and patrol elements there to the north of the objective area. it's probably good that Nightmare pushed along Mountain Pass and down Oregon Trail, but it wasn't long before we got over there that we started seeing. Well, first we saw one hostile technical patrolling pretty close, probably about 75 meters from our position when we went dark. But obviously, once we got on site, started shooting and looting, it wasn't long before QRFs were moving from that north and western position. So they must have been staged up there in that jungle, maybe a click, 2 clicks out. But either way, Nightmare was pretty damn fortunate that we didn't stumble upon them. Obviously, that QRF number was pretty high. I mean, we easily engaged, what was it, 15 or so. Overall, like I said, good movement, good coordination, good communication. Everyone stayed on point. No one had to leave the AO on a stretcher, so that was good to see. Sam, man, I'll let you run through your situation here after, but real good job on Overwatch and supporting our movement throughout. Great labeling of possible buildings of interest and priority buildings. Again, it limited our time in the objective area significantly and allowed us to focus on our movement instead of navigation from building to building. So nice work there. I think your shots rang pretty true because again, once we got down there, besides the QRF and clearing a few buildings, we really didn't deal with many external threats. Snake, really nice job on point, taking us through all the boxes that I'm looking for you to check in your continued leadership assessment. You were checking off, so superb job. The rest of you followed suit, gave intel when needed, which led us to Cujo's building and the safe extraction of Cujo, taking him into custody, did a medical check, inventory check, again, doing all the things we're supposed to do. And we held him in building while we got patched up. That building became a little bit of a sticking point as that QRF started to build up. Once we pushed down, though, and started getting near Pearson, and actually before we left there, we really had the two issues pop up that were problems that we need to kind of sharpen up on a little bit. We had two technicals, one to the north where Cove Street and Orange Road connect. Now he's kind of tucked away back there, but we had one technical back there, and we had one technical to the south of Cove Street on the western side of a small building, which is probably what kept him from line of sight from Reaver. But those two technicals had damn heavy coverage on Cove Street. One of the technicals had great line of sight on Cujo's building. When me and Monk tried to push Cujo out in that vehicle, it wasn't long before we started taking heavy enemy fire. We're extremely lucky he didn't get killed on that. That van got turned into Swiss cheese. I guess every bullet missed Cujo. We weren't so lucky on the south and extracting Pearson. Obviously, all signs were pointing to Pearson being a hostage, so his death is regrettable. However, that was a secondary objective. Our primary objective was successful. So again, we weren't covering that Cove Street all the way down to the south as well as we should have. That technical was able to open up on us and almost had kind of a kill funnel there. And Pearson unfortunately took the brunt of that, and several of us took heavy injuries. But we mustered up, got those injuries solved, and were able to proceed on and exfil the area safely. So all in all, very good job, gentlemen. We completed our primary objective successfully, which is the rendition of one John Collins, aka Cujo. We're gonna probably shake him apart back at a black site, get all available intel we can, which should hopefully give us a leg up as we find out what they were doing here and what exactly John Collins was assisting Syndicate forces with. So once we find that out, you can better damn well be sure we'll be on to the next phase of this. So again, regrettable that Pearson didn't make it out alive. We'll have to file some paperwork on that. But going to hand it over to Reaver. Reaver, you got anything on Sandman you want to relay?
First of all, I want to apologize to you guys. I saw the Jeep there. I had a question mark for it. Wasn't 100% sure what I was looking at. Didn't see, I couldn't see the gunner at all. I only thought it was manned because the lights were on. But I didn't know anybody was inside with a gunner.
Like all problems with this group, we're all going to share in the blame. Because you did mark it with a question mark, and I'll be honest, I didn't give that question mark enough pertinence as we were moving through. So again, Absolutely. Nightmare is going to take some of that blame too, Sandman. And just overall, I want us to all start dialing down on these map marks that we place. I know we're working with a new system, but those map marks are going to become vitally important as we move forward. So let's all start giving them the attention they deserve. Sandman, continue.
I'll go see Pearson's family and talk to them when we're back. But for now, my infiltration, my initial insertion was a little closer than I wanted to be to the island. So I pushed myself further north to, I believe it's Lindhaven, and decided to go in there rather than the small town. It's not even named where I was going. It was out past Lindhaven. But south of Lindhaven, I decided to go in there, across the bay there, got in, had 2 guys direct on the beach by a Jeep, took them out pretty easily. 2 more guys by a fire, took one of them out. Unfortunately, the other one did shoot me in the leg, but he got his in the end, and got on Overwatch. Started marking maps, did get lucky and get visual on Cujo fairly early on, so I'm glad for that, and was able to confirm he was there.
I think that ended up being a great stroke of luck. Allowed us to get in on site pretty quick and not stay there all damn night. All right, any additional intel, Reaver?
Reaver, you need some water?
Yeah, I could use some. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can we get you
voice is a little messed up, sorry. Once the fire order was given, I took out the dog and the person right in front of question mark, and there was 1 shooter in front of Cujo's building. I then got a little, I put a little flare on it, shot a couple of guys interior that I hope my scope cam caught, but for my after action report later, but took them out and then started getting the exterior guys. Once you guys started getting pushed on, I was able to help some, but that tree coverage kept me from doing too much by the way of helping you guys, but I did what I could. A lot of tree coverage there. Sorry I missed the northern Jeep, but a lot of difficult things there. Couldn't see it. But I did take out a few shooters that would have been a problem for you guys at a later time. So, yep. And then Xville.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and say that for all of us, you know, when those instances of those technicals made their appearance or any time that QRF was pushing down, the one thing I saw was quick coordination, quick reaction, and quick takedowns. That is because we have trained and we've been training. If we have not been training like we were, that would have not been as smooth as it was, and someone probably either would have died or we would have lost Cujo. So hopefully that rings true to all you guys as well, and you see the value and the training and the ops we've been doing. So I just wanted to relay that. Really nice reactions from everyone when things started getting intense. Go ahead, Reaver.
Oh, I was just going to ask, is this Snake, Monk, is this, and Gringo, you two, is this you guys' first time in country in Sonoma?
Well, I was back here a few years ago, back with Delta, but you know, that was back in 05.
Gringo, Monk, first time here?
Yeah, it was my first time here. Never been back.
Oh, yeah.
That's plenty of other places. Before.
Well, then we definitely got to commemorate. Then, Dagger, we got time for a picture before our flight?
Oh yeah, let's do it.